Exercise 11.1 Problem 8 Solution. Okay. So the number of books bought at a book fair by 200 students from a school are given in the table. Calculate the standard deviation. The number of books 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 bought by the number of students 35. That means 35 students did not buy any book. 64 students bought one book. 68 students bought two books. 18 students bought three books. And 15 students bought 4 books. We are asked to calculate the standard deviation. Once again, like the previous problem, this is a group data. So the best way to do is go by the assumed mean method. Okay. So what is the assumed mean? The mid value. So here you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can take this as the assumed mean. You have two values below this and two values of x above this. So this is x. Okay. Before that we need to. So this is x and this is a frequency, because frequency is how many number of times it happened. So 0 books was bought by 35 students. So this is x value and this is the frequency. Okay. Right. Now, so we know the standard deviation for assumed mean method is this, and the deviation d is given by x minus a, and we are taking a equal to 2. Okay, the only difference between the previous case and this is that earlier they have very clearly told the x and f. Here they have not giving it as x and f, they have given it as number of books and number of students. So you will have to smartly find out which is the x and which is the number of students. Okay, which is a frequency, I mean. So in this case this is x and this is frequency, because one book has been bought. 64 students have bought one book. 68 students have bought two books. So this is the frequency, the number of times. Okay. So this is a frequency. The other one is a x. Okay. Now we know the table. The table will form, that is x, which is columns with columns x, frequency f, the deviation d, which is x minus a, and in this case is x minus 2, because 2 is the assumed mean. We have taken fd and fd square. So fill up this column with all the x values and the corresponding values of frequency here, and find the deviation. Deviation is x minus a, that is x minus 2. So 0 minus 2 is minus 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Then you can find fd, which is multiplication of these two. 35 minus 2 is minus 70, 64 minus 1 is minus 64. Like that you can complete this table, this column, and find the summation. Here also you can find the summation of sigma f, right? Then the last one is fd square. So d square is 4 here, right? D square is 4. So fd square will be 35 into 4, that is 140. Minus 1 the whole square is 1. 1 into 64 is 64. 0 square is 0. 0 into 68 is 0. So you'll write 0. 1 square is 1, 1 into 18 is 18, and 2 square is 4, 4 into 15 is 60. And sum of this column, you get sigma fd square. So all you need to now do is substitute those values here in this formula, simplify, and you'll be able to get the value of standard deviation. Okay, so the key in this problem is identifying which is x and which is frequency, right? So as I told, here in this case, the number of students is the frequency, the number of books is x. Okay, so otherwise it's a standard problem. So let's go ahead, put all these values in the formula and substitute and get the value of standard deviation. Okay, so sigma f d square is 282 divided by sigma f is 200, and sigma f d is minus 86, and sigma f is 200. So when you substitute all these things, this becomes 141 by 100, and this is simplified, dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2, you get 43 by 100, right? So 141 by 100 is 1.41, 43 by 100 is 0.43. So you get 1.41 minus 0.43 square, right? Actually this 2 must be outside, by mistake I put it inside, or we don't need to have the bracket. Okay, now this on simplification, this 0.43 square is 0.1849, and on subtraction you get this as square root of 1.2251, and you take log of 1.2251, divide it by 2 and take anti-log to get the standard deviation. So here also you can multiply 43 by 43 and get it, or take log of 0.43, multiply it by 2 and take anti-log to get this value. So you have to be little thorough with logs to do these problems. Okay. So that's all in this problem. So standard deviation is 1.107. Okay. So I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.